Hi and welcome to Clarke Auction's Asian Arts preview video for July 28th. We'll start here from a Clinton Corners estate. We have these two wonderful framed sleeve bands. So this one is displaying birds and flowers. And the second, we have food dogs, chrysanthemums, peach blossoms, etc. Really wonderful example of 19th century Chinese embroideries. From a Walk-in Wednesday appraisal day, we have this X Skinner Huang Wali brush pot. You can just see the beautiful intricacy of the grain of wood, really just quite nice, an unusual example, and really quite heavy. Here's the underside. Again, from Clinton Corners, we have this rank badge of a crown with a coral beaded sun, and it is in this wonderful displayed tray. So this carved dragon to the surround, and really quite nice at $300 to $500. Grouping of Chinese porcelain, so enamel decorated Chinese Famille Vert brush pot, Famille Rose bowl, and then a rose mandarin plate. A pair of Chinese blue and white bowls with tigers, and you can see the underside with a 6-character mark set within a double blue ring. Again, from one of our Walk-in Wednesday appraisal days. And here is a pair of dragon bowls. So you can see the stem base, the dragons with the flaming pearls, and here is the underside with a 6-character mark. Pair of Chinese blue souffle dishes with robed men or wise men, and here's the underside so you can see the mark. We have 3 Chinese export armorial plates. Again, from one of our Walk-in Wednesday appraisal days, here is the underside, and you can see there's ex-able auction tags. Here's a Chinese Famille Rose brush pot of children playing and playing musical instruments, etc., and a nice character to the underside. Chinese blue and white wine jug, so a really great age to this piece. You can see that it really is quite old with all of the pitting. I'm just going to spin this around so you can see it's in relatively good condition for its age. Here's the underside with a recessed interior. So really quite nice at $400 to $600. Chinese buffalo vase. So you can see the water buffalo here with figures, these Rui handles, and then the characters to the reverse. And here is the underside with a mark. A really wonderful Chinese blue and white brush pot. Again with dragons and flaming pearls, but you can just see different stylistically to. This has greater age than this bowl does, but you can just see how the difference in the depictions of the dragons, but still the same iconography. 2 water pots, each individually lotted. This is a cafe au lat, and it does have a king long mark to the underside. And this is iron red flowers, and you can see a 6-character mark to the underside of this piece. Ming Dynasty bronze of a seated Buddha on a lotus base. And this was used in some sort of a ceremony, and there were candles that should have sat on each corner, so really quite nice. Here we have a cricket box, so this is a combination of carved wood and blue and white porcelain. You can see the floral decoration to the top and the wonderful carvings to the body of the vessel. This is estimated at $1,500 to $2,500. Bronze censer with gold splash, and you can see the mark to the underside and the gold splash to the body of the vessel. This again is from Clinton Corners, and this is a Chinese iron red and white carp dish. So you can see the 5 carps, the interior of the bowl, and the king long mark to the underside. Another pair of bowls in the sale, so iron red with dragons and flaming pearls, set amongst clouds. We have a large Chinese Famille Vert vase with a blue souffle ground, and I will lift this up so that you can again see the underside. So just a slightly recessed interior. Here we have a box set of Chinese Famille Rose cups of immortals. So it is the 8 immortals. Really quite nice, just a nice set. And again, a recessed underside and 2 characters to the bottom. A collection of Chinese blue and white cups. There are 7 in this grouping, all various styles and age, but just a nice little collection. collection of archer's rings. So again, some are jade, some are hardstone, and that will move us on to our collection of jades in the sale. So we have this really wonderful Chinese jade carving circular pendant of a keilin, nice white jade, really nice intricacy to the carvings. This is a carved Chinese jade toggle. Again, really nice carving. Celadon jade disc. Just hold this up so that you can see kind of archaic style. Here's the underside. So carved on both sides. Collection of jade and hardstone carvings. So we have the 3 beads, a lid, pendants, etc. These are all grouped together. This is individual, so again we have a Chinese white jade plaque, so we have these 2 figures to one side, and on the alternate side we have this Chinese character. Individually lotted are these blue and white snuff bottles. So this one is blue and white with iron red decoration of figures, and here is the underside. Again, individually lotted is this Chinese blue and white snuff bottle with figures and iron red detailing and a 6th character mark to the underside set within a blue ring. These 2 carved jades are together with these little carved wood mounts, so really quite nice. Looks like a scholar's rock and then a small animal. This again is from Clinton Corners. This is an enamel decorated hat stand that's been converted to a lamp, but it has these wonderful openwork quatrefoil form openings. So the beautiful floral decoration against a yellow ground, and it does come with this fitted stand. Again, another probably Ming Dynasty bronze of a standing attendant or Buddha. It is attached to the base, came in on one of our Walk-in Wednesday appraisal days, and this is a Chinese Blanc de Chine Guanyin or Buddha on a double lotus base, and then further mounted on this carved wood stand, and then a later added lamp. Carved jade walnut, so in the form of a snuff bottle, really quite nice, beautifully carved, quite realistic. And then this is a really wonderful white jade carving with russet skin. So you can just see how wonderful this little bat is on the russet skin of the white jade. These 2 pieces again are from Clinton Corners, and they are together, so 2 enamel decorated dishes. One is blue and white of a dragon in flight, and here is a second example. Same subject matter, however different depiction. So then we have this enamel decorated Chinese dish with a green dragon and iron red detailing. Moving on to a few more snuff bottles. So again, individually lotted, blue and white with figures, 6 character mark to the underside, and then this blue and white dragon snuff bottle with some old labels and a Qianlong mark to the underside. Celadon jade carving with a little bit of russet skin there on a carved wood stand, and then this carved jade plaque. Maybe it was a buckle at some point. It looks like there's a split here, but it's really quite nice with the figures, intricately carved and later mounted. Collection of Japanese prints. So most are Kobayashi. This is probably the most interesting. So I'm just going to flip this up. You know, I can't be help but be reminded of Sleepy Hollow when I see that dark horse. But really quite interesting grouping. So a lot of prints here. There's 10 in total. And some more Japanese prints here. This is by Hiroshige, so it's a Birds and Flowers book, which is really quite sweet. And this is at $300 to $500. We have this probably Japanese bronze vase, and it did have inlay throughout that's later been so bronze and gilt decorated leaves once were housed throughout this bronze vessel, so birds and leaves, etc. I'm sure it was quite beautiful in its time. So we can't guarantee that all of the pieces are here, but there's a whole bag full of them. So some crafty person, I hope, will put this back together. And one of my favorite lots in the sale is this really beautiful Chinese cloisonne, possibly Nanmu saddle. So you can see the cloisonne decoration in this enamel work throughout, some scholars items, flowers, etc. It is on this custom base, so later added base, but really seats it quite perfectly. Just beautiful cloisonne decoration throughout and this multicolored enamel work. And what's also nice are these ties that are still present. And then on the back we have these buttons that house additional leather strappings with little cloisonne buttons. This is also from Clinton Corners at $800 to $1,200. And again from the same estate as this grouping of mother of pearl carvings. So these shells are carved. This is on a beautiful fitted wood mounting. This one was framed, but nice mother of pearl shells. And these two are together at $400 to $600. We have this large carved, paint and gilt decorated standing Thai Buddha. Really quite nice in the carved wood base, and this is at $400 to $600. This Chinese blue and white basin with a landscape depiction to the interior. Really quite nice, came in last week. We have these two Toko Shinoda Japanese prints. Each are individually lotted. So this one is titled Rose, and this is Breeze Sea. Each are from a Manhattan estate and estimated at $400 to $600. And last but not least for our Asian arts for this sale is this really wonderful Chinese embroidered yoke. 4 dragons, each have 5 toes. Central flaming pearl, again, seems to be a theme in the sale. We have a lot of dragons, surrounded by immortal objects, clouds, a floral decorated border, but really a beautiful example, large in size, really lovely. I'm excited to see where this goes in our sale. And again, this is from our Clinton Corner estate. And that wraps it up for the Asian Arts for July 28th, and we hope to see you there.